Alright, on today's episode we're going to be talking about arcs and how to manipulate arcs and create essentially a 2-point line that has a radius to it. So nothing too crazy, we don't need compasses or anything along those lines, but they are a little bit different than some of the other tools that we've seen today. We're also going to get into obviously how to be accurate with this, how to infer to get particular parts of your drawing correct, and then we'll get into some geometry with talking about how SketchUp can actually help out and build things tangentially, with a tangent. So let me go ahead and start out by just making a simple 2D square, rectangle actually. In this case we're going to go to our arc, and the easiest arc that we're going to want to do is this piece right here. It's a 2-point arc. So I'll click on that, and the idea behind this, let me go ahead and zoom in, is click once like we were drawing a line, click a second time to end our line, and then at that point in time we can pull out our third point, which is going to end up being the radius of our arc. Okay, and you'll notice that I'm pulling it out in the y-axis, which is in the green, and if I get to a half circle, it does snap and it will tell me that I'm at a half a circle. So that's a really quick way to know if you're there. Otherwise, you can also type in a particular measurement by just, again, typing in your measurement and then hitting enter before you click a third time to complete that arc. So in this case, let me do this again. Click once, click a second time, pull out, this time I'm in the red x-axis, and click a third time to complete that arc. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, and if I want to be accurate, again I want to pay attention to which particular axis I'm in. So if I want to go up in this case, you would just end up then typing whatever measurement that may end up being. And that's how you create an arc in SketchUp. Okay, let's go ahead and delete this, and let's kind of walk you through kind of some other specialties of creating arcs. So I'm gonna get a little creative here. I don't want it to be blue. You know what? Let's just go ahead and make the rectangle, and then we'll come in here and just draw in some angles. What is this here? Let's go. Yeah, let's just go there. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and erase these. So if I wanted, let's say, if I had a sharp pointed edge here, I wanted to kind of round it over, I would use my arc tool. I would click anywhere on my edge. Doesn't have to be necessarily the midpoint. So click once, and now what's going to end up happening is I'm going to look for it to turn purple. When it turns purple like that, it means it's tangent. And that's a geometric term that basically means that this is going to flow from one edge to the other. Come on now, let's see here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Click a third time, now it's tangent. So if I erase this, you'll see that this straight line meets at this arc at the perfect angle to be able to flow from that to the other line over here. And this is going to be true for any angle. You can put it here and click. So click once, 3 times, and then wait for it to turn purple, and that's ending up being tangent. And there we go. So again, if I could just come in here and erase this, that's how we can make things nice and smooth with our drawings. Okay, let's go ahead and let me go and just draw something random here. So I'm not going to complete this particular item because what you can see here is I can take my arc tool, click on this endpoint, and it actually starts coming out blue, and I can click that a second time, and now I can move this out as well. And there we go. We can turn it to cyan, and that means it's tangent at the vertex. Okay, meaning that it's going to go flat here, and it's only on tangent on this one side. If it was going to be tangent on both sides, we would have it along those lines as well. Okay, so then I can come in and erase this and get a little hook. So that's a little bit about the arc tool. We'll kind of get into how we can manipulate that arc tool once we get into more advanced courses or advanced lessons. But you can see here kind of how that can work out, and we can create arcs. So we learned that we want to use the 3-point arc to start a line, hit the end point of that line, and then the third click would end up being drawing that radius out. I'm pretty sure I talked about this, but let's just review it again quick. If I want that to be accurate, we would then type in an amount, and it would give out that radius in that amount. It does stop at a half a circle, so I don't necessarily need to know the measurement on that end. And we talked about tangent and how that geometry can affect or help us draw nice leading curves in our models. So, alright, get out there, have some fun with that arc tool, see what you can come up with and create, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode.